We're gonna do some swatching, but I'm gonna give it a minute while notifications go out and I get this link shared. We have nail polish. Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I was looking at my laptop where I was getting everything set up. Hi, Audrey. CTAH. I can't read that language, but hi. Hi, ADH. She does nails. Hi, Shells. So I've got these. It's a couple of different ones. We've got a bunch of ILNP, and there's a bunch more under here. And then I've got these from Forget Me Not Lacquer. These are my Christmas present nail polishes from my mother. Though technically I told her, well, I picked them out. I was like, this is what I want. But I've forgotten what it was that I picked. So we're about to find out. We're going to open these first because they're fancy. Yes, lots of those. I'm going to set that to the side though. Somewhere. Gotta leave space for my swatch sticks to be sat over there. Okay. So, I've got a bunch of these. I'm just going to get a pile of them out. I wish this would like let you zoom in so you could see it much better. But I don't know how to do that. Let me see if... Oh, it does. Look what I just learned. Oh my God. That's amazing. Yes. So if I do it here, I mean, I guess I could get it closer, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's start with this one for no particular reason other than it's beautiful. I like these little bags that they come in, though I have no other use for them. I just stick them in a drawer. Let's see what we have here. Forget Me Not Lacquer. This one is called Spruce Willis. It's a topper. Ooh. I gotta get a topper swatch stick out too then. These. Hi, Cheddar. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Ugh, goodness. All right. So for these, I do one black, one white, and one clear. I just put it on the inside so that I can paint on the other side and I don't have to wait for that to completely dry. Ugh. Here we go. All right. So once I get all of these made, I'm going to have to go back and write on them. I'll probably do that one first. These, I've already put the wet on it, but let's do these. Let's see what we got here. So this has some big chunks and some little glittery bits. Let me zoom it in a little bit more, I suppose. It does get a little blurry as you zoom though, but I don't know. What would be the best way to deal with that? Either don't zoom it and you can't see much, or do zoom it and it's a little blurry. That's a choice. It's cute though. Hi, Corina. I'm gonna set that to the side. And then we gotta make a regular one because I put them on the swatch stick together. I'll put the one behind it. It's only like that because I didn't used to make them on those, and so I have a bunch already like this, and to not do it seems weird. So for consistency's sake, and I use a Sharpie because I am not fancy. Spruce Willis. My chicken scratch. You can't read it. I am very well, thank you. Come to look at some nail polishes. They're pretty. I need to make swatches, so I'm like, let me hop in here. See if anybody else wants to look at pretty nail polishes too. There we go. So that one's a topper. Set that over here. All right. And we have another one that is very, very pretty. Of course they are. They're all very pretty. I wouldn't have picked them if they weren't. Listen to me. I don't know if I've ever gotten a nail polish and been like, ew. All right. So this one has these like squiggly glitters, which is not my favorite shape of glitter. And in fact, I don't have any other polishes like this, but it's got gold ones and it's got silver ones. And I was like, this is exactly the vibe for like a Christmas or New Year's situation. So I had. It is Tinsel Toes, also a topper. Did I get all toppers? Let me get some more of those out. Guess I'll just assume it. We'll let these marinate while I label that other one, I suppose. They do have beautiful toppers. The first one I got was from this past Valentine's Day. I cannot remember what it's called, but it's got little red heart glitters in it and then reflectives. So pretty. I was obsessed after that, and I was like, let me keep an eye on them. If they put out something I want, I'm going to get it. All right. Scoot. Now, what do we say? Tinsel toes? Yes. And then I'll have to put all these in my spreadsheet before I put them away. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by. Have a great dinner. Let's just throw these on here real quickly. Not too quick, I suppose. Okay, well, if you don't get too many of them, I guess it's not crazy looking. But, like, I feel like I would rather if it were more on there. That might require some glitter placement, though, which is fine. Or putting it on extra thick. All right. Set that to the side. And then we'll do it on this one. Trying to smush some on there. There we go. Now I got some. Let's see. It's so blurry when it's zoomed in. Cute though. Yes. Yes, it is hard to look at like that. Maybe that's why they don't want you to. It gets clearer when I zoom out. Alright, another one. I don't think this one's a topper. Let's see. It's white and red, green, and hollow glitters. Vara Christmas. Peppermint whip. That makes sense. Let's label this one up. It's unfortunate that I didn't actually get these and start opening them until I've stopped doing Christmas nails. But, I mean, I can still make them general winter nails if I want to, I suppose. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. That's a lot. I might need to go in with a lighter hand. I didn't get a whole lot of the reds. But I could always go back for more, especially if we did 2 coats. That's cute. It definitely gives a frosting vibe with those little sparkles. I like it. Wintertime always makes me want to do monochromes. So like grayscale, everything between white and black. Those are the colors that I want to get out after I finish with the Christmas colors. But January is coming up and I'm going to want to do reds. All right. We've got this gold. Hi, Audrey. Gilded Glamour. I guess this one's fall for fashion. Maybe that's the collection. Perhaps. These were just randos that I just picked. So they don't necessarily go together. Flip that over because I forget. Gilded Glamour. Y'all can't read that, me either. All right. I think this is going to be reflective. Ooh, is that little green ones in there? Is that a flake also? I don't know that I saw that at first. That's really pretty. I'm going to try and zoom it in, but I think it's probably going to get crazy. Hard to look at. Maybe if instead of doing that, I just like bring it up here. That seems to work much better. Look at us figuring stuff out. But yeah, that's cute. I like it. It's very textured and I love visual texture. Nice. All right, one more of these. Let's see. Oh, okay. So these are bar glitters, which is another glitter shape that not that many people like because they look like hair. They're hair glitters. But there is a polish called Celebrity, and I don't have it. And I'm super sad about that. But this one, I'm sorry, I'm shaking it up because I'm trying to disperse these and you see how it's like. I feel like this one is probably the most similar I'm going to get. So hopefully it gives the same vibe. All right. Pining for you. You do? You like them? They are not everybody's favorite choice, but I mean, they've got their place. Let's see how they look. They're not super dense, so definitely I think multiple layers would be the way to go to get them built up. Oh, good Lord, don't spill that. But they're on there. It's definitely a look. I don't hate it, but that jelly base is very sheer, so I feel like, 3 or 4 coats might be the move to get a good dense tree. I'm not going to do that on a swatch stick, but it's very pretty and very sparkly. You know I love sparkles. All right. So that's all the forget-me-nots. Goes out the way so we can do ILNPs. Let's get this top layer out. We've got 5 of them. I think I got 2 collections. I think there's a 5-piece and a 7-piece, and that's why they are the way that they are. But I don't remember which ones they are. Let's see what we got here. Velour, Misery, Cashmere, Pink Suede, and Lily. I bet. I think these are Velvet Magnetics. I think that's what these are. All right. Let's pop these puppies open. I don't keep these boxes. Do y'all keep your boxes? Just throw that. All right, let's see. So it's a bit of like an antique gold color. And this one is the velour. Please sit there. It's got this textured top with their little logo. So I don't know if it'll sit, but we're going to try it. Okay. There you go. Good job. Bottle of polish. ILNP velour. Do y'all think it's a magnetic? I think it must be. Get those out of my way a little bit. Okay. Because we're doing swatches, I always swatch them cat eye, even though if I wear it, I'll probably be more likely to do the velvet method. Ew, it has the skinny brush. I don't like these skinny brushes. I'll live with it because it's what it is, but ugh. Oh yeah, it is magnetic. I gotta count to 30. Ta-da! All right, let's have a look. So the magnetic particles are the same color as the base, but they're sparkly. So that is very pretty. I like that. It is like light. So like hypothetically, you could do a combo and layer it on something also. versatile polish. All right. Hi, Sarah. All right, let's get Misery. Misery. It's like a brownie, reddy, coppery color. And that's kind of what I was thinking, because I was thinking about that movie Misery. And I was like, this is probably some sort of red. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Let's see if we can get that one to sit up. There we go. Goodness, some of these are hard to open. This is nail polish. It air dries. Is it Jean or je ne sais quoi? That's what that says. Je ne sais quoi. I can read. Nice. There we go. That's very pretty too. I like this shade. Yeah, air dry nail polish is my favorite. Let's let that dry a little. I like to hold it for 30 to 45 seconds. Now, sometimes I will put my nail that I'm like doing on my finger in the dryer with the magnet in place to speed it up. But that would be a lot harder to do with this swatch stick because I'd have to get both hands in there. And more than likely, I would just bang them into each other. What? Is this one not magnetic? We were deceived. It did not make any magnet, but it does have these particles. It reminds me of some polishes that I have from Tyler's Trinkets, actually, with those little particles. It's very sparkly, though. I like that. It's pretty, but I am surprised. Do they typically say magnetic on them? I feel like they might. No, that one doesn't, but it was definitely. Well, I guess we're going to be figuring it out about all of them. Maybe they're not all the same. All right. Cashmere. Cashmere, what are you going to do for us today? All right. So this one's more of a, like a champagne-y white, like light gold. Stand there, bruh. Okay. Have you? Well, I guess this is the perfect time to get a look at them. I wonder if this one's going to be magnetic or not. Guess we'll find out. Let me... Oh, it is. I saw it move underneath. I was leaning over to look. There we go. Yes. Let's have a closer look. It's got the magnetic line as well as some free space free floating particles. That's cute. Yes. the polish way. I love nail polish. It is my favorite. It's a little bit different than gel in the way that you use it, but most of the same things can be achieved even if you have to adapt the technique. Now, there's going to be things that you can do with gel that there's just no way to do with nail polish, and that's fine. But I really like how thin nail polish dries. And I like that it does dry as I work because then my decorations don't slide away. So we got this one. It's kind of a rosy, dusty rose, pink. Pink suede. Yas. Stand there, pink suede. Oh, yeah? You know what? I learned about all these indie brands from YouTube as well. And then those shopping groups. Stay out of there. They'll get all your money. Man, my Ring camera is just going off. There's got to be a cat in the driveway. That's why the camera keeps vibrating, because my phone keeps vibrating. Pink suede. It must be a magnetic. It must. ILNP has a lot of nail polishes, and they're really nice. I probably wouldn't get any of their creams just because I have a million creams, and so I don't want to pay more for them. But all of their like specials are always really nice. Yes. Let's see if it's magnetic. It is. Ta-da! That's nice. It's so soft. It's like one of those office colors. Like, it's very passable. Nobody hates this shade of pink. I think it's very like ballet core. Super pretty. You got some Beatles polishes? Yep. Those are very popular as well. The way of the polish. Yeah. All right, we have Lily. I think it wasn't, because if it was, it would magnet here, and it's not. I think it might just be like all magnetic except one, which I guess that can happen. Lily is it's lavendery color. It's very nice. Hello, Delvin. Oh, let me turn that around. We're getting down through here on these swatches. We've already been tricked one time, but not again. We learned. Lily. Jeez, that is terrible writing. Okay. Very soft. And magnet. Yeah. There we go. All right. So there's that one. It's nice purple, very soft and springy. Goes well with its pink companion. Love it on still. I want to look at Just these two, because why not? Let's see if we can see a visible difference. So I would say that the dots, the sparkle bits, are more pronounced over here. And so maybe these are like a finer grain. And so maybe that's really what's different, other than the fact that it's not magnetic. And maybe that's why, because it's just a bit of a different look. That's all right. Okay. All right, let me get these 7 out of this box. Let's see what we got here. Cursed. Ooh, this one might be spoopy. Teddy? That's not very scary sounding. Eclipse. Okay, okay. Vanish. That Teddy is not fitting the theme here. Annabelle. Okay. That's definitely spoopy. Shadow Grove. Yes, yes. Stay Hidden. And Velveteen. I'm going to reorganize these. So everybody has a spooky name except these two. So that's 6 spookies and 2 non-spookies. I wonder if they are different. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, but they put a sticker in here. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in this box. Nope. All right. Just getting this set flat over here so I can put my swatch sticks on it as they come off. All right, let's start with the 2 non-spooky ones, because why not? Teddy. Do you think it's going to be a brown? Why wouldn't it be? Well, kind of. It's not super brown. It's like almost brown. I wonder if it's going to be magnetic. It might be. It does seem to be like a similar finish looking. We'll see. Good Lord. About threw it. All right, let's see what we got here. So I think it's a bit more of a sheer formula. Kind of pearly. Let's see if it magnetizes. It does. I wonder if these two actually just go with those polishes that we did earlier, because they look like they do. This one's very sheer. That's nice. Very nudie. Like if you like a nude shade but with something festive, this would do it for you. That's cute. All right, all right, all right. And then Velveteen, which most certainly must be a magnetic, because Velveteen is the name of that velvet style that people do. Is that even a different color? I mean, barely. That one's just barely darker. Hi, Marvelous Marva. We are swatching these nail polishes. Velveteen. I wonder if maybe this one will just be more opaque because I'm not sure we're going to be able to see a difference. Well, I guess on the stick it is more noticeably darker. After we magnetize this one, I'll bring the other one back over and we'll look at them together. There we go. All right. So here's this one. Like you can definitely see it is different. Let's get this first one. So yeah, it's a different shade. It's blurry because of the light. If I hold it and it reflects, it's like, no, don't look at me. Okay, okay. Those are nice. Let's see. I wonder if maybe Misery was part of these and then these magnetics all went together. I think that's probably the case and they just packaged them weird. So I guess I have 6 of those magnetics and that would make sense because that would make 7 of these. And I know one of these collections had 7. I guess I just thought that the other one only had 5. So we need more sticks. Let me just grab 6 more of those off of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Cursed. Oh, so this is very different. This is a black base with purple and green glitters. Okay, definitely getting a change of pace now. All right, all right, all right. The mystery is coming together. We're figuring it out. I wonder if this is going to have the same kind of brush, which means it's probably an older collection. It does, yes. Okay. So it is a little bit sheer, which it should be. That way you can see the glitters. If it wasn't sheer, you wouldn't be able to see them. But it can be built up. Oop. So here's that. I hate that it does the little flash as I turn it. I wish these sticks were like round so that flash wouldn't happen. There we go. I think that's better. That's what that one looks like. It's kind of subtle, really. But maybe if there was a lot more and if the lighting was better in here. Thank you. It is pretty. I love black. Especially black with something. Like black plus. It's good stuff. All right. Eclipse. See what color you are. Oh. You know what? This is actually the reason that I bought this collection. It is a black to red multi-chrome. And it's a really pretty one. Let's get our swatch ready. I remember I debated for a long time about if I should just buy that polish because that's the real whole reason I wanted it, or if I should get the whole collection. But I was like, God, that's expensive. But I obviously decided, except I didn't pay. So win for everyone. Eclipse. There we go. That's a word, right? I didn't even attempt to magnetize that black one. Yeah, it's not. Who knows which ones are? And if I don't try them, I may not find out. I know this one's not going to be, but we'll try it for shiggles. Let's get a nice little coat of that. I wanted this one because it, it does the red thing around the edges and then the black in the center. But yeah, that don't magnetic at all. Yeah, that is so pretty. Very vampy. Like, it's not the season, but I don't care. It's so cute. I have a chrome powder that looks like that when you put it over black. But if it's just already the paint the way that it is, that is just that much easier. Lovely. Oh, dang. I done smacked these other ones into each other over there. Who did that? Okay. Vanish. Okay. So it's like a sandy, almost cream. And there's some super tiny glitters in there. They might be a little bit greeny, like a mermaid shift. Let's check it out. Vanish. It is pretty. It kind of reminds me of this white hollow that I have from Holo Taco. It's one of my favorites, and I don't use it near enough because I really like it. All right. There we go. Like, you can see it, that sparkle, but it's very subtle. Gosh, that flashing stick. And phone, stop vibrating. Good Lord. Why is that gotta be so hard? Yeah, I like it. Gives a bit of a ghostly cast on my skin tone, but I don't mind that. I'm a fan of creepy mannequin hands look, so. Annabelle. I wonder what color it's going to be. Oh. So it's a dark purple. And there are glitters in here. They might just be silver, though. Okay, okay. Sit down right there. Ugh, goodness. Annabelle. Y'all like the Annabelle movies? I do. Because I'm creepy. I suppose. Ugh, goodness. I almost couldn't open that one. I'm glad they do have this rubberized cap, though. That makes it possible. Otherwise, I have to bite them. Oh, yeah. That's a nice and dark one. It reminds me of, like, that purple crushed velvet that vampires wear. Definitely would prefer it in 2 coats because it is pretty sheer. But it does have these little subtle sparkle bits in it, kind of like Misery, actually. Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right, all right. Shadow Grove. If this ain't a green, I don't know what a Shadow Grove is. And maybe. Good Lord. So it's a dark gold. It's like a blackened gold. Reminds me of this China glaze that I have called 14K or 24K, something like that. So super, super dark gold. Will be interesting to see what that looks like. ILNP Shadow Grove. Nobody can ever read my secrets because they can't read my handwriting. Open. Okay. That's pretty. Let me put a little more, just 'cause it's nice. Oh, yeah. All right. That is a sparkly one. I like that. I'm going to have to find an excuse to use that, even though it's not really a winter polish, but I like it a lot. Cute, cute, cute. All right, we have one more. Stay hidden. What color is the color of hiding? Black? We've already got that. Ha! It's a hollow. It's like a dark silver, a gunmetal hollow. Okay. I can get down with that. ILNP, stay hidden. All right. Let's check it out. We're banging into the lid of this other bottle. They didn't get too close on me. There we go. That's more smooth. Yeah, I like that texture. It's a bit like gravel. Cute. That light line. Get out of here, light line. I like that. Yes, actually, you're right. It does look like granite. That's nice. Good stuff. Okay. All right, so that's all of them. Let me see if I can't zoom. Oh, goodness. Phew. I had that heck of zoomed in, huh? So let's see what we got here. Let's just line them up this way. They'll fit better. Hypothetically, of course. And scoot in. And old Misery trying to sneak in there with those other guys. All right. So out of the ILNPs, did you like the magnetic collection better or the spooky collection? I don't know if I could pick. I like them both. I really want to do velvet nails with these, which is what drew me to them in the first place. But these are just so much fun, and I love a good variety. Hi, Bubbles. We just made swatches of all these beautiful things. And then before that, we had these. So we've got, I think these 3 were toppers, were they not? No, only 2 of them were toppers. Am I crazy? Okay, yeah, this one's not. It's just needs coats. So we had 2 toppers and then these 3. They are all quite fancy and going to make me cause a problem. Yeah. So those are Forget Me Not Lacquer, and then we did all the ILNPs. those are going to sit over here on the side and dry, and I'm going to get all these entered in my spreadsheet. If you guys are curious about what all's on my spreadsheet, I do put a link to my spreadsheet in the description of all my YouTube videos as of late. So it's always in there in case you're just wondering what I got. Yes, these over here, these were all magnetics. We got tricked by this one. It didn't belong, but these did. They all go together. Very nice. Thank you. I like putting them lined up together like that. That way we can get a look at them. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We had a good little time. We were productive. We got some work done. So that's it. I will see you later. Goodbye.